own messages and find other mechanisms sending out a nice message. So even if there's ICC trial a lot of people, there is dictators anyway. But our partners can sending out the better messages, right? Because Western government is going to do everything, step down your dictators. If you make a long step to the people, I think that is the best idea to get through into this debate.
So are you saying ICC is representation of Western governments?
No, I'm not saying this is just about Western government. What I'm saying is what ICC is trying to try the peoples when they say your government is incapable. I think the best example is Egypt. When Egypt people on their own hand try the Hosni Mubarak or the trade their actions because they now feel the ownership of the country. They now feel this is the right thing we must do right now. They now feel this is the justice we must prove in today's day. All the things is going to undermine in your paradigm because you have a vague ideas about justice. Go ahead and your home you can do the justice. But right now, I want to protect the peoples. Right now, I want to give a legitimacy to the people who having their own government. Moving on to my second argument for why military intervention is bad. Like I said, I think like when you debate, you must have tough choices, right? Opening government trying to give the mechanism of military intervention. Nobody tried to engage, but close the opposition in terms of having better debate. We happy to engage military intervention. But I think this is really bad idea. Because these guys never say anything. We think there will be grounded truth because you never say, I think this is for your fulfillment. But at the end of the day, they must accept the ground truth. Then closing government said, oh, Arab Spring. The problem is Arab Spring never had military intervention. The best success ideas, Egypt and Tunisia, there wasn't nothing. There was people's idea about that. My member said, right, you guys hurt infrastructure. Then you hurt the people leaning on the infrastructure, right? You guys making a more collateral damages, right? You just bombed, because I was a soldier, right? Soldier, right? Even if you have a perfect, nice computer system, when you making missiles, necessarily you kill the people. These people is going to be hurt. But especially you have a ground truth. There's a lot of cases in Iraq and Afghanistan. We say this is a bad idea, which is completely wrong. Why? When you making a collateral damages, they hate people who is in the government, Western government, and US must pick up someone as a president right now. The new government is not going to consider as people's government. And we asked them, economic sanction, like we said, is better idea. They said it's not going to happen. That's a complete lie. I remember said, right, Turkey and US officials, which is way more clever and way more information than you guys said, 6 to 18 months we can step down the people. Why? Like we members said, right? Syrian government is different with other like system of the government. When Al-Assad having a power, it was not based on the people and tribes. It was based on the merchant. He said, I'm going to protect your economic like benefit. That is why you can give me the economic life. That is why you can give me support as a political ideas, right? Otherwise, you said there are people is worse than poorest people in Syria. That is why they don't like their own government. But the problem is these guys never engage with our peoples, right? Now you said we are not gonna like having oil from the Syria, which is a third of the state revenue. It's giving a lot of harm to the merchant. The merchant is trying to go against with their people because their own power and consolidation was based on economical ideas. That is why our policy, organic change, having more effectiveness than your policy. When there is the economical intervention, when there is the military intervention, that military intervention always causes the problem. Like the case of Iraq, like the case of Afghanistan. But when you say, I want as a Western government intervene in your countries, like people who living in the Syria who against Western government, they see there is an intervention. That is why there is a more civil war that kill more people. We won't worry about people who living in the Syrian government. Mr. Speaker, today's debate must not be about justice. Today's debate must be about not only justice, but also people's life. What is the best way to bring them as the best entity in the world? We clearly gave you the ideas, right? Syria is different. Syria is based on tribe. Syria is based on merchant, economic benefit. That is why economic sanctions is going to work perfectly better than their policies because there's no China, there's no Russia like the case of the people.